Naturopathy has very high potency. When my younger daughter, she's in the army and she was with the group, she was taking treks and all. There also where there was no availability of medicines and all, she was treating them with naturopathy. एक छोटी सी प्रार्थना। ओंकारं बिंदु संयुक्तं नित्यं ध्यायन्ति योगिना कामदं मोक्षदं चैव ओंकाराय नमो नमः ओंकाराय नमो नमः। नमस्कार।
Namaskar. That was beautiful, ma'am. Hi, welcome to Modanci's YouTube channel. I'm Sharvari Dandekar, co-founder and product formulator at Modanci. Today we have with us a naturopathy doctor. That was such a beautiful prayer. Thank you so much. This is Dr. Madhuri. She's a naturopathy doctor. Her expertise are in medical yoga and infrared light therapy. She's been practicing for the last 20 years. So let's get to know her and understand her experience in naturopathy. We welcome you, ma'am, firstly, and we'd like to know from you, since you've been practicing for the last 20 years, what is important to you? What is important in naturopathy?
Naturopathy has very high potency, so we have don't have to explain too much. All know most of the things like yoga, therapy, and all. It is not very difficult, but the thing is, nature gives you punishment when you go against it. So when you go against it, you realize there are some diseases and all. So again, then nature is always there. It doesn't give discounts, it doesn't take discounts, and it is very easy for you to with mud therapy, magnet therapy, with 5 elements, like just tell me the 5 elements.
There's water, air, fire, earth and ether.
So it is so easy to take care of all these diseases, and it is very easy to understand.
Yeah, I think with the 5 elements in Ayurveda and naturopathy, this is the basic fundamental which can help cure any disease or can help you cure through nature. These are the basic elements.
Yoga is about this naturopathy also is that you can treat even the few months baby old and the oldest person also.
That is so interesting.
That is really.
So, but what made you become like a naturopathy doctor?
I was since childhood I was I felt that you should be fit. So again I thought that if you need to be fit, you don't have to keep taking medicines. Got a headache, stomach ache, take a medicine. Everybody says take a crocin, take this and all. So I was realizing, why can't we
cure through nature?
They do some activities like go in the sun when needed, go for a walk, easy things, so that you be fit. Nature is giving you so much, but you should also be taking that much.
Taking care, yeah, true. That is so interesting. And like you said that right from 7-month-old baby to old age. So what are the kind of people that are coming to naturopathy, or what are the kind of treatments they are coming for, or what is the problem they are coming with?
I can give you a very nice experience. One baby was crying. We had gone for dinner, and the 7 months baby was crying like anything. It had something wrong with the motions and all. That part had become so red, and I cured it with only a handkerchief.
Okay.
With like this handkerchief. Only I wetted it and kept it for a while. It slept till the morning.
Okay.
So that was an experience. The lady next day called me up, and that time there were no mobiles and all. So she called me up and said that I am very grateful to you. My baby was fine. Whole night it slept like anything, and I didn't find any doctor at 11 o'clock. So that I have got experiences. It is not about that they praising me, but I felt that I was there to help them.
With small tips also, it can be cured.
Old people can be cured with enema also. They have lived so well because all the bowels get cleared with enema. It sounds very different and how to take and all, but it is very easy.
Because like you're talking about the bowel movement, so even in Ayurveda we believe that any problem that you have is through because of your stomach, or any indigestion, digestive disorders, or anything can be cured through your stomach. So what you eat is what you are.
There also in Ayurveda, then Vata, Pitta, Kapha comes.
Yes.
Then with Nadi Pariksha, you can, see, this is naturopathy is such good thing that it goes hand in hand with all therapies. See, if I also do Nadi Pariksha, I can know that how I have to give them diet, how I have to, what have they had yesterday and what they should not have for a long time or they should stop with. So this is very good.
Okay, interesting. So like you talked about, it goes hand in hand with other pathies. So can you tell us the difference between what is naturopathy and what is the difference between naturopathy and other conventional medicine?
The naturopathy you can treat with 5 elements like you told me.
Yes.
Then last moment also at any time you don't need too much of gadgets or too much of things. You can with small things in the house also or available facilities you can treat. That is the difference of like you don't have to run, like you have to, don't have to rush like that.
Correct. So anything at home.
And the best thing about nature cure is before you get the disease, you can cure it. Like you can take care. Take care.
So prevention is better than cure.
Prevention is better than
what you follow. Interesting.
So nature cure is the basic of it. Ki kai hona chahi or before having anything, your body is giving symptoms. Like you got a headache, then something is telling you that you need to rest. You don't have to talk too much, or you need to rest. What the symptoms are in the body itself. So the cure is there itself. That is nature cure.
I think we follow the similar thing in Ayurveda also. That we go to the root cause. Like you said that you can't every time take a crocin because you're having a headache. You have to go to the root cause. You have to cure it.
And such medicines are outdated or so many times the expiry is also there. You have to take care so much of in medicines also. So nature cure means you don't have to, you have to just be intact.
To nature and get cured with the herbs, with the treatments that you give. So what are the types of treatments that you give in naturopathy?
Mud therapy. Then water hydrotherapy. That means like a simple, like every day we want to have a shower and you're too tired, then you can adjust your shower with the hot and cold. Then you're so much relaxed with that.
Okay, interesting. Can you elaborate on that? So
yes, like suppose you are too tired, you have taken like about 3-2 hours car ride and all. Like suppose you want to take bath, you can adjust your shower with hot and cold in such a way that at some minutes you can take cold, then some minutes you can take hot water. Then your body is so much relaxed, as fresh as ever. Okay,
can you explain the science behind this? That how does it help?
Yes, Akunchan Prasaran, that is called like.
Okay,
that is the most important thing because contraction and
relaxation.
That relaxation is there more with such hot and cold.
Hot and cold. Okay, interesting.
This is the same thing when you get fever. You add that
cold water back.
That is the fermentation, cold fermentation.
Interesting. So it pulls out the heat in your body.
Yes.
And how does mud therapy work then?
Mud therapy helps because from years who play in mud and all, they don't get anything.
Yeah.
Earth.
Yeah.
So when you use mud therapy, all your toxins come out. And then after that you can add any oil so that it can stay, and that whatever it doesn't take away your natural oils away.
No, natural oils. Correct.
That skin gets dry over there. So it's so good that like whoever has experienced, they must have again thought that really it is really very good.
And I have tried mud therapy. It has helped me. It has helped me with my skin also. And can you tell us what are some benefits for skin and hair with mud therapy?
Multani mitti is always there, you know that. And most of that they wash it away and don't put any oil and all. And it is very good for the hair. I knew one lady, she was 100 years old and all her hair were black.
Wow.
She was staying with us and she was telling that since I was 5 years old, my mother would apply mud and she would wash my hair very nicely so that all the mud is off. Then she would apply oil every day. Every day.
Wow.
But whenever she would take bath, she would put mud, and then 5 o'clock she would get up, put mud and then take a bath.
Wow, interesting. So now you're talking about mud therapy, but what is the kind of mud to be used? Because now if you know that mud helps with hair and skin.
The dry mud, if you don't have, like if you pass on. The black mud is always good, but some places there are red mud. Asamskarit means not who have not there is no shit, like kind of.
It's not tampered with.
Yes. And clear mud, you have to just ferment it with water for 12 hours, and then you can use the mud.
Interesting.
Then you can make mud packs also for your stomach. Some where there is pain, you can use them.
Okay, so where there's pain, should we use a cold pack or a hot pack?
You have to make a pack, and mud with the water itself is cold.
Okay.
Only mud is then you don't need hot
pack because it absorbs all the heat already.
Then normal bath also is okay.
Okay.
Mud has everything in it. It takes away all the pains. It takes away all the toxins.
Interesting.
And there is magnet therapy also, but you have to have a good knowledge of it. Then we always have gadgets around, so those magnets will take away our phone and this also. So you have to be very careful with magnets. But magnet therapy is also very good. The North Pole and South Pole magnets you have to take and put water in it, mix it and have. That is also good for plants and for us also. Every day you can use.
Interesting. So it helps us balance our
energize.
Energize. Okay. Since we're using so many gadgets these days.
So you have to be very careful with the magnets when you're using the magnet bed and all. When you're using it, after using the magnets, you don't have to come in contact with the normal normal things. You have to take care of yourself.
Interesting. Wow. What are some other treatments? So like you said, like I mentioned that your expertise are also in infrared light therapy.
Yes. So infrared therapy is very good in the morning times, and you're fresh also. It helps you like direct for it is like it has so much heat like sunlight. But the best thing is that we are using oil also. So when you're using oil for the pain part, then it helps you in taking the oil inside.
Okay.
It takes away. It extracts the body extracts the oil.
Okay.
It is so very. I have done whenever I have done, they don't come back because they're
better after that. Interesting.
Like you stand, many of them stand for a long time on the feet. For them also it is very good infrared lights. I've done most of the infrared lights on the feet and on the knees and on the backside. People they have got stiff backs, frozen shoulders. I've tried I've tried with my parents. They always they were very happy with me that being in my course of growing up children, I did my naturopathy and all. They helped me out.
Interesting. Wow.
I did all these courses after getting married.
Wow.
They helped me so much, and later on in my society where Gujarati people only think of cooking and eating and all, there I was doing this, so they were very proud of me.
Yeah, because being so forward and having someone so supportive.
So that as I entered in naturopathy, there were no doctor coming for little things. Of course, they were coming. They were doctors, but they were I had visits with my father. My father-in-law would have some cold. There was a doctor at home. My mother-in-law fell somewhere. She would have a doctor. As I learned naturopathy, they didn't have such doctors visiting. You're a very successful doctor's daughter, Ayurveda Tadna. So, what made you take interest in naturopathy?
Okay, since I've been growing up in this background that everybody's being cured with nature, and I've seen so many people. My dad has seen over 2 lakh patients, and everybody getting such good results. And everybody coming and giving back their feedback that I've been going through so many medicines, so many doctors, nothing has helped me. And in the end, when they come back to Ayurveda or naturopathy, that has been helping them. So that just increased my belief and my trust in these 2 pathies. That's why I wanted to pursue one of these. And recently, naturopathy has been such an upcoming pathy, and I wanted to explore it. So I've started learning it, and it's been a beautiful journey. And like you mentioned about the mud therapy and hydrotherapy, they're also useful. There's just everything nature's giving you. Hydro, maybe mud. Just knowing the contraindications and the indications is more than enough. When to use and what to use, I think that is enough. And I have already started having this belief towards it.
Really.
And exploring it, it's been a beautiful journey. But thank you so much for asking this question.
Like, what would you think in practicing more? If you would specialize
Acha,
in naturopathy?
in naturopathy, I think mud therapy only because it's available around here. So
Yes,
much.
yes.
And it's a useful one because it can cure so many, it may be skin or even if it's small pains, it can cure
Really.
through mud. Getting cured with so many diseases is a great thing. And hydrotherapy, to some extent, it needs some equipment. It's not like that with mud. With mud,
Really?
you just need to know ki I need to take 6 meters below this level. I need to take this soil, and it's available everywhere. No, it's not the same with hydrotherapy or electromagnetic therapy or the infrared therapy. You need some machinery at some point. So I think I would stick to mud therapy because it's abundant in nature.
Really.
Yes.
We are so rich. We are really very rich.
Yeah, because it's all related to nature. It's all there. You just need to know how to use it, when to use it.
And my experience about yoga and naturopathy, I want to tell you that I have been traveling so much in 20 years while doing this also. Like my daughter is in US and all. So people are so eager for little things, and we know so much.
Yeah.
Really, we know so much, and everything is so easily available. For those people, they have to think that when will we get like so small things like ajwain, which is very good.
Yeah.
You put it in so many, like Gujarati people use in theplas, and also that
Correct.
it is good for health.
Digestion. Yeah.
And it is also used for your pain in the spines.
Yeah.
Like you bite a small thing, some part of it, you chew and you take the juice out of it. You keep chewing, and that juice helps you.
Interesting. But like you said, our culture is so rich in this that everybody abroad, they're finding this. They're
Really?
coming back to what our roots were. Even I think everybody from our culture, they're going back to what their roots were. That is Ayurveda or naturopathy.
I found one lady, she was not going to talk to me. I was when later on she came to know about nature and Ayurveda, she started talking to me. She said that I'll be in contact with you. Maybe for some reasons she couldn't, but she thought, and she talked to my daughter that you have a precious mom who knows so much about
that is so
this.
sweet.
And my experience about yoga and naturopathy is, since my younger daughter was 3 years old and the elder was 6 years old, they are brought up without medicines and all. They have cured themselves. Whatever happens to them, if then they are without me. And when my younger daughter, who went in she's in the army, and she was with the group, she was taking treks and all, there also where there was no availability of medicines and all, she was treating them with naturopathy.
Wow, it's such a nice thing to be being brought up this way, that knowing that there's an alternative
so easily
medicine.
My things are going to the next generations, and like it is so easily going, and they are happy with it.
Yeah, you're truly an inspiration to them, because after marriage, studying naturopathy, and now you've been practicing for 20 years. It's inspirational, yes.
Like I always feel like people really should know more about this.
I think that is one of the
out
reasons.
And knowing about through they should learn and experience themselves than through YouTube and all. Of course, they are there with us, but nature cure is like you have to experience it of yourself. Like if I tell you the sugar is very sweet, but until you have it on your tongue, then only you will realize the sweetness
How
of
sweet
sugar.
it is, correct.
That is the main thing about naturopathy.
That is such a nice example you gave, and it's truly like that. Till you experience it, you don't know how much it's worth, and everything's available to you in abundance. So now that we've talked about so many therapies, can you give us some skincare and hair care tips?
Like I can tell you, the best thing is in the morning, women take like milk. They want to have tea or anything. Just apply a little milk on your face, and then wash it off.
Okay, what does that help with?
That helps you with darkness on your face. Then you have slept, however, like you get fresh with that milk.
Okay, interesting.
Then when you are in the evening, like some little bit of honey and milk on your face, Then you don't have to do much of makeup also.
It helps you with the glowing skin.
With the glowing skin. It rubs off all the dirt on your face. So then again, you don't have to do much of makeup.
Can you tell us something for hair? Because nowadays hair fall is such a common problem.
I can tell you cucumber without taking off its skin. The skin is really very good for it. And you can have it, you can add a little of salt and sugar. It tastes very good. You have to just make some slices of it. It tastes how much of you can have cucumber with before having your food and all.
Okay.
And again, there is Vat Pitta dosh. Like if you feel in your nadi that it is Pitta, then don't have too much of kakri.
Okay.
But drinking lots of water is very good.
Okay.
And then washing your hair regularly is very good. Then again, infrared light and steams also are very good for the hair.
Interesting. Interestingly, doctor, you mentioned about that cucumber, it may not work for everybody. So what is your take on individuality?
We have to be careful that we have 3 things in our body which are actually balanced, and the little imbalance in them becomes a disease, or you are not well like that. So the individuality is very necessary right from the small to the elder ones, male and female.
Interesting. Even Ayurveda talks highly about individuality, and there are so many ways you can understand a person's individuality. So at Modanci, what we do is we understand you as a person. We go back 9 months from your birth date. So what month are you born in, doctor?
May.
So you're Amladharmi. So Amladharmi people, since their conception happened in the monsoon months, they have a high level of acids in their body. So that is how we look at you as a person, and then we give you a recommendation for products. So any skin or hair care problem that you have, you can go on the website modanci.com and you can just enter what your birth date is, what your gender is. You can just answer a few questions, and then according to your pain points, suppose you have, like we talked about, hair fall. Suppose hair fall is the problem that you are facing. So according to that, our experts will recommend what is the exact product for you that will work for you. So right from your conception to your lifestyle now. So the questions that you answer, we look at you from your conception to what are some lifestyle changes that are happening right now. What is the weather that was there in the really conception and now?
Because what suits me but doesn't suit you.
Correct.
That is not realized actually.
Correct.
That is not realized. Always like they're just going on and on like that. This didn't happen with me. That then you should also do that way. So this is different.
This is different. And normally we go on recommending.
And I have used the products. They are really spectacular.
Thank you so much. Thank you, doctor. Like nowadays also, I think this is going on for a long time, that I have used this, you should also try it out. But it may not necessarily work for you.
I've tried it out. And everybody can have their own experiences about it.
Yes. It should be customized according to what your prakriti is or what your lifestyle is. And like I said, there may be high levels of acids in your body. It may be different for me because I'm a Samadharmi. So like that, it's customized according to your birth prakriti.
First time when I came to know about Modanci, I was so happy. Then I ordered it all the way from Satara. Last 6 months I'm using them. It's really very good.
Thank you so much. Thank you, doctor. And today's been a wonderful conversation. Thank you so much for your insights. And
I should thank you more that you thought that I could come here and speak about everything.
Of course, you're an inspiration because what's going on in your family, everybody's going towards nature cure.
The more thing is, I'm too much exposed. I'm talkative myself. I talk to the people who don't want to talk also. So then I realize what are the problems. Then prakriti samaste. That is the most important thing about nature cure.
Thank you so much, doctor. It's been a wonderful conversation. Thank you.